The path of greed can lead to wealth or ruin. What you notice is that another glow seems to fly out and is absorbed by this glass object in the center. The rest of your fellow contestants have disappeared around you in this room.
Stand fast.
Greetings and welcome back to Crucible of Fate. I am your host and killer DM, David Carter. For those of you who are just joining us, this is part 2 of episode 4. So if you have not watched part 1 yet, I suggest you go back and do so. Otherwise, you're kind of getting into things in the middle of the action here, and there's definitely some good role play and action that happened in part 1 that you should watch before getting into this episode. So just as a reminder, Crucible of Fate is the high-stakes, competitive, and open invitational Dungeons & Dragons game show. If you have any interest in playing Crucible of Fate as a contestant, then please head over to the website, crucibleoffate.com. Has all the information that you need to build a character and to go over the format and the rules for the show and how you can submit your character creation to me and possibly play in a future episode. We've still got tons of spots open, so I encourage all of you to come and play with us. It's a really good time. Okay, with that, let's jump back into the game. So I just want to take a couple of minutes to reintroduce you all to our players for the day. So starting at the top left, we have Remy, who's playing Damian Lancaster. Then in the center on the top is Jonathan, who's playing Galeo. Bottom left, we have Andrew playing Lieutenant Matthias Crow. Bottom middle, James, and he is playing General Bloodblood. And then bottom right, we have Wezzy, who is playing Garzak. Welcome back, guys. We had just finished our second round of intermission actions. You all know that we're going to be playing Escape the Room now. Quick recap of the rules of Escape the Room. The players are going to be put into, well, contestants actually. The players are safe at home. The contestants are going to be put into one of my escape rooms. They have no idea what's coming. They are free to attack each other inside of the game zone. However, that will not bring the game to an end. They have to play through until they find the exit and manage to escape, or if one of them should fall to either a creature or trap or some other element within the game zone, that would also bring the game to an end. Right now, I'm going to ask Remy to roll a D20, please, to pick what room you guys are going to be entering. 13. Okay, now that we have selected the room, reviewed the rules, I need everyone to roll initiative to determine who is going to go first. Matthias with a 12, Damien with a 7, Galeo with an 8, Garzak also with an 8. Who has the higher ability score?
It's just +1, so 12.
I had a +2.
+2, okay. Got the general, an 11. That's it.
I'm fast at 12.
I'm glad I'm not wasting my 20s here.
The host can see that you're all ready to go. He materializes before you, so you see the familiar form and visage of Theramgul, the host of the Crucible of Fate. Very well. It is time to carry on with our games, gentlemen. You proved victorious during Hunter and Hunted. Let us see which of you has the mettle to also be victorious in Escape the Room. If you would follow this way, your portal awaits. And as he turns and makes his familiar kind of gesture towards the area that you entered previously when going through the gate of Hunter and Hunted. You feel the room shift around you as now you're in that large multi-columns and rows of black obsidian monoliths in front of you. The occasional torch providing some light at intervals to showcase how many monoliths there are, but not provide a great amount of detail within the room itself. The ceiling is lost to all of you due to darkness and distance. You cannot see to the top of it. It really is quite an enormous room with all of these monoliths in front of you. He stands beside the escape the room row, and you see the portal shift as one of them is now making its way from obsidian monolith closer and closer and closer until it becomes the one right in front of you. As he stands there beside it, he kind of looks each of you in turn and just nods his head as you proceed through the portal, occasionally giving a bit of a smile, a bit of a wink or a nod. But you notice as Lieutenant Matthias walks by, the grin just intensifies, as does his stare.
As does my scowl.
Good luck to you all. And as each of you step through into the portal, you feel that tug of like hands pulling and grasping everywhere on your body as you're kind of pulled through the portal. After several seconds of this, light erupts in front of you. Not a tremendous amount, but enough to show you this. So it's a fairly small room, and as your senses adjust to it, you see where each of you has appeared within the room. In the center of it is a 15-foot square open space, and attached to it on like all four sides of the square is another 15-foot square chamber. So chamber here, there, and kind of each of them adjoining this central open area. The walls are 10 foot high, made of stone. You can see that the floor is also made of stone. The ceiling is in plain view, stone as well, all about the same age and material. Very nondescript, similar to those that have been seen before within the various rooms in the Crucible. Of note are these gems, which are a bit hard to see at certain angles, but they're only there to represent sarcophagi. So if you can see before you, there's one that's like double blue crystals, double green, double black, and a blue and red over there. So those are just there to represent sarcophagi that are sitting on the ground that are 5 feet wide and 10 feet long. In the center, you'll see one other crystal, and that is there to represent a thin black pedestal upon which is resting a cylindrical glass object. We are seeing that Matthias has appeared here, Garzak has appeared in this chamber, Damien in this one, General Blood here, and then in the center is Galeo. The most prominent feature of this room, I mean, it's lit again by torches that appear to be magical in nature, in that the flame is like a light glowing like pinkish color, very unnatural, but seems unwavering and is providing continual light throughout the chamber. In contrast to this, which is the most prominent feature of the room, is the light that's emanating from this object in the center of the room, represented by the white crystal. So on this black, like thin pedestal is like a clawed hand at the end. And within the clawed hand is this cylindrical glass object. And within that, you can see light kind of swirling outwards from it. And that light reflects off of the walls, giving like a violet hue throughout the room. And it's as if the light is slowly spinning. You can also see writing on the walls and on each of the sarcophagi. Written on the walls, kind of at the end of each of these chambers, so like this wall and here and so on. Written in common is the path of greed can lead to wealth or ruin. And upon each of the sarcophagi is written, to that which you hoard in life, your soul is eternally bound. And with that, we are going to begin. And we have Matthias up first.
All right. Move me over to the pedestal in the center, please.
Sure. Here.
All right. I am going to attempt to use the Arcana skill to identify whatever the hell that thing is.
Okay. Are you proficient in Arcana? Or are you doing it?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
No, I am proficient in Arcana.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a roll. Okay. 17. All right. I'm gonna type something out to you here.
Mm-hmm. He will not touch it. He will just start looking around it, examining the base, the light, the container, how the light plays against the walls, frowning and looking very stern while he does so. He currently does not have his sword drawn. He is empty-handed, except for the shield. And that is my turn.
The sarcophagus by Damien is actually like open. The lid is off of it and is like resting on the side of the sarcophagus. And on the opposite side of where the lid is resting is the remains of a humanoid, skeletal, but kind of laying on the ground right here. Just like with what seems to be ancient, like common ragged clothes. It's good. General Blood.
General Blood steps forward, lifts his steel-capped wooden leg, and puts it on the first sarcophagus, and uses it to pop the lid off.
Okay, so you want to like push it forward and off, like onto the ground.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. 23. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you step forward and put your foot. You're using your peg leg.
Yep, my steel-capped wooden leg.
All right. So you put that steel cap right against the top, and you get a solid foundation. Kind of balance yourself and bend down before giving a mighty heave, and it slides off with ease and goes like sailing off of the front. It shatters into 1,000 pieces. And as you do that, what you notice is that another glow, identical to the one that is currently in this object that's in the center of the room, seems to fly out of the sarcophagus and is absorbed by this glass object in the center, making the purple light even brighter in the room.
Can I see anything else inside the sarcophagus?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
5.
So looking in, expecting to see remains of some sort, you're a bit shocked as it appears as if the bottom of the sarcophagus has eroded away. And you're looking down through like the concrete or fashioned stone of the sarcophagus down into like the stone of the floor, and then dirt beneath that, and then a shadowy fog about 5 feet down, and that's all that you can see.
All right, I'll leave it at that for this round.
Okay, sounds good. Garzak, you are up.
All right. Seeing something fly off from one side of the room to the center, he'd probably go to see what that was all about.
Okay. So you're going to move over towards the general or towards the center of the room?
Towards the center of the room.
Right. So you move over, standing opposite of Matthias and Galeo, recognizing that the glow came from the general's direction and went straight into what you can now see is a cylindrical glass object about just over a foot tall, maybe 4 inches in diameter. And it's resting on the top of this what looks like a grasping black obsidian hand that's finely carved on top of a perfectly straight like vertical rod that is resting on the ground on a very similar claw, but now this one looks more like a foot that's grasping into the ground as opposed to holding on to the object.
Okay. Does this like setup ring any bells for me? So like the whole like obsidian hand thing, does that symbolism have any meaning or understanding that I might have seen somewhere at one point?
Give me either religion or just straight wisdom or intelligence. Actually, yeah, religion or intelligence.
We'll do intelligence.
18. It's not ringing any bells for you. However, you're amazed at how lifelike and detailed the master craftsman's like artwork is. I mean, you can almost feel the tension in the tendons in both the clawed hand and clawed foot. You can like feel the strain of the muscles based on just how detailed this is. But other than just how exquisite this artistry is, doesn't ring any bells.
I'm guessing that's my action to try to recall. So I'm just gonna end my turn there.
Okay. All right. Galeo?
I'm going to use Divine Sense. So until the end of my next turn, I can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, and I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Okay. Let me send you something.
That is not behind total cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
All right, for the rest of my movement, I'm going to move towards the sarcophagus that was open at the beginning.
Right here by Damien.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to step into it.
Step into it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you move up beside the sarcophagus that's open, and you want to climb inside?
I'm not going to lay down, but I do want to climb inside, so I'm just standing in it.
Okay, so as you look inside, it's similar to what I described. You're expecting to see remains, but there don't appear to be any. And in fact, when you look in, it looks as if the inside base of the sarcophagus has almost rotted away, and the ground beneath it is gone. The stone of the floor is gone. You just see a shadowy fog about 5 feet down.
Perhaps not. Can I want to drop. I'm gonna get my rope out with my free object interaction, and I'm gonna hold on to one end.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna drop the other end in.
Okay, so you just toss the bulk of the rope inside the sarcophagus while holding one end.
Yep.
Okay.
Does it just completely unspool, or does it stop?
Give me a perception check. Nine. Okay. So you let go of the rope and just kind of listen intently as soon as you let it go. Probably a second and a half later, you hear the sound of rope hitting ground. Hard to tell what the texture or material or composition of the ground is, but you definitely hear it hit something.
All right, then with the rest of my movement, I'm going to hop into the sarcophagus.
Okay. Still holding on to the rope, or are you tossing it?
I'll hold on to the rope, but I'm going to, because the rest of the rope's down there anyway, so I'm just going to hop in.
Okay, go ahead and just give me an athletics check.
All right. Oof. I do have, as a satyr, I do have a feature called Mirthful Leaps, if that helps, where I could roll a d8 and add it to any jump I make.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that. 8. All right.
Nice.
So
Nice,
total
nice.
of 17. You courageously jump in, and as you make your way through this shadowy fog, your vision returns to you just in time for you to brace for the impact, and you kind of superhero land at the bottom, taking no damage. The rest of you, you see Galeo jump in, and then he disappears from sight. It is now Damien's turn.
Damien's gonna shout down into the hole. Nice thinking, Galeo. Catch this. And he is going to try and pick up the body and toss it back into the sarcophagus from what he thinks it came from.
Okay,
No.
yeah. You go ahead and pick up that skeletal form and toss it in.
Yeah.
You hear the clattering of bones and all of the material that was with the body that you had just picked up. You throw it in, and you just hear it all impacting the ground awkwardly. And
You know what? Bad throw on my part. I guess Damien's going to walk over to the rightmost sarcophagus, the one that Galeo just came from, the 2 black marbles.
Mm-hmm.
And am I able to try and push that one open as well, or was tossing the body in action?
I would say picking up and tossing the body in was your action, but you make your way over to the closed sarcophagus.
Sure.
All right, that excuse me, ends round 1. We are back at the top for Matthias.
All right. I'm going to reach into my satchel and pull out a spare shirt, at which point I'm going to drape it over the thing trying to black out the light.
Okay. As you put your shroud over the glowing glass cylinder, it certainly does negate a large amount of the light. However, you can see that the shroud is still glowing underneath, the glass cylinder is still glowing, and it kind of illuminates underneath the shroud, but it's drastically cut down the reflection of the purple light throughout the rest of the room.
As a free action, I'm going to say I would warn you not to open too many more of those before going over to the one that Galileo jumped down and listening. I don't have an action, but I'm listening to see if there's sound of violence, screams. That's my turn.
Okay.
Notably, I haven't said anything since jumping down there.
I'm waiting to hear if there are sounds of death or violence.
Yeah, maybe a body coming back together?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just going to move you over. And that's it for Matthias?
That's all I've got right now.
All right, General.
Well, General Blood likes this idea. He's going to get 50 foot of rope out of his pack, secure it to the sarcophagus, drop one end in, and slide down the rope himself in his own already opened sarcophagus.
Okay, yeah, so say you pull the rope out as your free action, tie it off as your action, and descend down using all of your movement.
Cool.
Do I see him come down?
Unknown at this time. Please stand by. Next up is Garzak.
Oh, jeez.
You just saw the general pull out his rope and descend down into an open sarcophagus.
Garzak's gonna go over to the general sarcophagus. That's a weird sentence. And this is free action, he'll yell down, "General, what do you see?" Just trying to get an idea of what's going on down there, and then I guess I'll...
So peering over as you get ready to yell, you can see that the rope is still visible above the shadow, but beneath it you see nothing. Just a tiny bit of movement on the rope, but you don't hear anything.
Okay. I will hold my action for now. In the event that I hear the sound of combat from down there, I will go down the rope.
Okay, so you're holding your action to go down after the general if you hear the sound of combat.
Yes.
We will skip over Galeo for the time being. Damien, it is your turn.
I don't like skipping over Galeo. Lieutenant, I've always been one to listen to orders, but I think I need to go with my gut here. And he's going to try and push the lid off of this sarcophagus.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check, please. 14. So you place your hands upon the heavy stone lid of the sarcophagus, and you begin to push, but you find yourself straining. I mean, it is heavy, and although you can tell that there's a bit of a scraping noise and a tiny bit of movement, you're unable to push it off.
Oof, General's a lot stronger than I thought. I'm guessing that was my action, so that would be it for me.
Okay, that is the end of round 2. Round 3, Lieutenant Matthias.
And there were no sounds coming from the sarcophagus.
Give me a perception check. Are you using your action to listen, or are you just passively? What's your passive perception if you want to do it that way?
Oh, my passive perception is garbage. I will be spending my action to listen.
Okay.
So, perception.
19.
Ooh, wow.
So staring down into this thick, shadowy fog, you do your best to see or hear anything, any signs of activity down below. It's dead silence and nothing but kind of swirling, undulating shadow.
I'll look at Damien. You take your risks, and then use my action, or use my movement to go into the hole, into the sarcophagi.
Okay, so you jump in.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, Lieutenant Matthias Crow jumps in. Skip over the general for now. Garzak, you find yourself with Damien on opposite sides staring at this glowing object. The rest of your fellow contestants have disappeared into the sarcophagi around you in this room.
Garzak not the smartest tool in the box, or the brightest bulb in the box, but he can count. He's gonna look at Damien and said, "You can open that box if you want. Strength in numbers." And he's gonna go down. He's going to gingerly and cautiously climb down the rope.
Okay, of the green sarcophagus?
Whichever one the general tie the rope to.
Yep, that's the green one.
Yeah, that one.
I'll skip over Galeo. Damien. Sorry, that cough has no meaning. It's just...
Match player's paranoid.
Damien's gonna shake it out. You know, we can't all die. We can't all die. We can't all die. We can't all die. And he's going to jump into the same sarcophagus with the rope and slide it right on down.
Okay, so you're jumping into the green one. Starting off round 4. Galeo, as you land gracefully at the bottom of this area underneath the sarcophagus, it takes a moment to kind of situate yourself. Although the walls now have the same shape as they did in the room above you, they're no longer made of stone. In fact, they're made of like solid earth. The first thing that you notice as you land at the bottom is the skeletal remains of a humanoid figure that appear to have been buried in some sort of ceremony. Although the skeleton is clear, it's like shrouded in nice like silken material, and you can also see that there is a chest to the right of you, like a treasure chest. You immediately sense the presence of other beings. You are not alone, and your head snaps up, and as it does, in the center of the room where this pedestal and glass object were sitting up above, you look into what would be the face of these two ethereal, ghostly, shadowy beings. And although you can't see their eyes, they stare at you with profound hatred. The feeling that radiates off of them strikes you as very undead and very evil. A third spiritual entity is in the room, but it does not radiate this same kind of presence as the others. And with that, it is it's their turn.
Fun.
Don't say it like that.
Eep.
Give me a nature or religion check, Galeo. One. Okay.
Oh.
You have no idea what any of these creatures are. But as they lunge forward towards you, all three of them emanate this sound like as they reach out like skeletal shadowy hands towards you. So the first one moves up and tries to grab you. A 12 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Next one also comes forward. This time it is a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, it is now your turn.
All right. So I get undead vibes off of all three of them because my divine sense is still up till the end of this turn.
Yes.
And no fiends or celestials and no hollow?
No.
Okay. And where did you say the chest was? Is it straight ahead of me, or was there one in my little alcove?
So there's one in your little alcove, and you can also see one at the far end as well.
Okay. First things first, I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good again. And then I'm going to throw open the chest next to me. Screw it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So despite the creatures being in front of you, you kind of sidestep and reach down towards the chest, and you go to open the top of it, and it is locked.
Okay. I assume picking the lock would be a action, not a bonus action.
Correct.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of great options, so I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay, so that ends your round 2 turn. This third creature kind of floats over as well. He's going to be sitting right on top of the chest. I'm just going to move the chest for now. And this creature also reaches out towards you. 12.
Disadvantage, but that doesn't hit, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Y'all, my heart is pounding right now.
So, General, you come down the rope right here in time to see 3 spiritual entities beginning to swarm Galeo. It is now your turn.
Is there a chest behind me as well?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to move into the center of the room and attack the furthest one from what I can see. So the light green one.
Okay. Go ahead.
Swinging my axe with a dirty 20 to hit.
That does connect.
So damage is 14 slashing damage.
Non-magical.
And non-magical.
Your blade slashes across the back of this creature, and although it passes right through its form, you do feel some resistance. And you feel it like react at the touch of your blade as well.
All right, and I should be able to do a maneuver on this one as well. So I'm going to use maneuver, trip attack. When I hit with the weapon, I can expend one superiority die to add the total to the damage roll, and if the target is larger or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On failure, it's knocked prone.
Okay. So it'll go ahead and make
So
a strength saving throw.
And I'll roll my superiority die. And we'll add 6 to the damage as well.
Okay. Additional 6 damage. What's your spell save DC?
14. DC 14.
Okay. So it failed the save. However, it is not knocked prone by your attack.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's all I can do there.
So we'll skip over Garzak. And we are back to Galeo.
Channel Divinity, Conquering Presence. They all three of the creatures need to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened of me for 1 minute.
Okay.
Wow.
First one succeeds. Second one fails. And then the other creature totals of 15.
That makes it so only one of them failed. Also, just a note, that creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. And I don't have anything else I could really do right now, so...
Okay, and now that he's frightened, so he has to spend his next turn moving as far away from you as possible?
Not with this one.
Just can't get any closer.
They're just frightened. Nothing special about it. And they repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns.
Okay. Well, I'm going to skip over Damien this time. Okay, now it's the other creature's turn. 13, and I know it has disadvantage as well. So 13?
No.
That's it. For that one, I think I skipped over the wraiths, so apologies for that, guys. They're going to take their turn. Now that there's 2 of you, the one that is not frightened of you is going to try to attack you, Galeo, and that would be a 16.
Nope.
The other one, being frightened of you, is going to turn around to engage the general.
Stand fast.
An 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
That's it for that round. Okay. We're now at the top of this round of combat, which is round 4. No, sorry,
It
Dave.
should be round 3.
Yeah, this is
This should be
okay.
the
Yeah,
round
this
that,
new round is where
Garza
everyone
dropped.
is showing up. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, so first in the initiative order are the wraiths in this new round. So, same thing. The one that's frightened is going to make its save. It's a 10. That's a fail, correct?
Yes, it is. Sorry.
So the blue one is going after the general. That is a 21 to hit, general.
That hits.
I believe he has disadvantage since he's frightened.
Yeah, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
As long as you're in sight. So I rolled
Good.
rolled again here. I'll just bring up the game log so you can see it. First roll was a 21. The second roll was a 22.
Oh.
Yep.
So even with the disadvantage, it still does hit.
Heavy
All right, I
hit.
tried.
It was destiny.
So for 13 necrotic damage, and I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right, 19.
Okay, excellent. Yep, so it was just the necrotic damage. All right, moving now to the green one. It's still going to try to hit Galeo. It has disadvantage, so that is a 10 to hit.
Miss.
So that's it for them. Now in this round, we have Bias coming in right here. Matthias, it is your turn.
And they are in the middle of a fight with shadowy, ghosty, smoky-looking things.
Yeah, that's right.
And none of these things are paying any attention to me.
Well, you just like descended the rope, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm pretty sure that Garzak was first.
Not in the
I thought-
initiative
No.
order.
Oh, in the initiative. Okay.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
All right.
Did you
Well, none
did
of
you guys
them
all go down
are
in
paying-
the same round?
I thought Garzak went first.
I thought you went first.
It was you, Matthias, and then Garzak went down. He said strength in numbers, and then I didn't want to be alone, so I followed
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah. Because I've got it here, and it was round 3 that everybody else went down. So
Okay. Is this chest next to me? It is not open. It looks closed.
correct.
Okay. Well, I am not here for treasure. I'm going to go move me forward 3 squares.
Okay.
So I'm on the side of our orc veteran, right?
That's right.
Blood.
Yep, half orc.
Can I reach that creature next to me on diagonal? Or do I have to move one
no,
in?
You have to move one in.
Move me one in. In fact, move me between the yellow or the green and the brown one.
Okay.
I will be engaging.
I mean, take them out to dinner first before you engage.
So that's as far as you can get with your movement.
Okay. Are those 2 creatures within 5 feet of me?
Sorry, my mistake. You can get in between them, and yes, they are both within 5 feet. However, the blue one is not.
Okay. Then I would like both of you two to make a Constitution saving throw. I will shout a word. It seems holy.
Okay. The 2 creatures?
Yep.
Okay. And what's the save?
13. Wisdom 13.
Wisdom.
No, Constitution 13, sorry.
Oh, okay. $13 for the green creature, and a 15.
You will both save. There will be a burst of light around me, in which you take no damage. And for my bonus action, I will look to the green one, and I will use my vow of enmity. Whatever you are a crime against nature. And I will have advantage rolls on you for the next minute to hit.
That's it for Matthias.
Mhm.
General.
I'm going to swing at the same one I've been hitting. All right. That is a 13 to hit.
13 is enough to hit.
Excellent. So we do 9 slashing damage and superiority die, same as last time. A 2.
Okay.
And I guess he's going to not be tripped, whether he succeeds or fails his saving throw anyway.
Okay, anything else for you?
That's actually, as a bonus action, I will take a second wind and get some hit points back.
As your blade strikes through, once again, you see the shadows kind of part, and you do feel the resistance. You know that you're connecting with something, just not as effective as would be against the flesh you've driven this axe into before.
For sure. Oof. Alright, so I get 5 points back.
Garzak.
Right, so
You appear
come down.
right here, coming down.
Alright, so I come down, I see this part. Let's see. So I can see, yeah. Moving up, I will, let's see. Does the one that the general has been hitting, does it look damaged at all?
Give me a perception check. I mean, it's hard to tell even what you're looking at, let alone decipher how damaged it is. Can't really be sure.
But even with that, I can tell that the general is the one. They're squaring off.
Yeah.
So I will. Garzak will go up. I'll keep my distance, so my glaive has 10 feet. So I'll be as far as I can while still being able to attack that thing. And then I will use my action to attack.
21. Yeah, you make solid contact despite the cramped quarters. Give me a damage roll.
Not the best damage roll, but I'll do.
Yep, your glaive slashes through the air and through the ethereal form as well. You do feel that it's causing some damage, but again, not as much as you are accustomed to.
That will be my turn.
All right, we are at Galeo.
I am going to try to pick the lock of the chest.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your Thieves' Tools check, but I'm going to say at disadvantage since you're surrounded by creatures.
Okay.
An 11 is not sufficient. You put your tools in, try to figure out this lock, but just can't seem to do it with all this undead around you.
Alright. It was worth a shot. That's my turn.
Alright, at this point, Damien, you come down the rope.
Quick question.
Yep.
I thought the creatures went before me, so did they go? I thought they went like right before me.
I think they go first in initiative, and since nobody else was down there, it was their turn and then your turn.
Okay,
Yeah, so the last round I mixed it up. It goes, so the one group of undead go, then all you guys go, and then the last one goes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
As Damien rappels down, he's going to see the action starting, and he is going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay. Is that a bonus or an action?
It is a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I will cast. Can I want to move from this perspective one square to the right, so I'm on an angle from Garzak.
Here?
Right. And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the blue Spectre in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll. So that one's a cantrip. Cast
And
the
11 probably does not hit.
No, it strikes the wall just to the right of the creature.
All right. That is my turn.
Next up is the creature. It is going to actually roll a d6 here. See who it's going to go after. Okay. 6. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one turns to engage with Matthias. It reaches out a spectral hand to grasp you, Matthias, for an 11.
Miss.
That is the end of this round. We're now at the top. So the blue wraith gonna roll a d6 to see whether he attacks the general or Garzak, and it was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to attack Garzak. He's going to move away from Galeo.
Can I make an attack of opportunity?
You can use your.
Is that within my range as well?
It's 10 feet for you.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't have my longsword drawn technically. I never said it, so I'm going to use my horns with the ram attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
You had disadvantage there, right?
Yeah, 13 and a 16 plus 5. So 13 plus 5.
Okay, so with your disadvantage, you still hit. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
4 damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And this is one of the two like really evil ones, or is it the less evil one?
It's one of the more potent ones.
All right, I'll just deal the 4 damage.
Okay. All right, so Garzak, it moves to attack you. And that's going to be a... Holy cow, these guys are rolling like crap. A 6 to hit.
No. That's a miss.
Rusty. Been dead for too long.
Okay, next one is going to roll a d6 to see who it attacks. So it's going to stick with Galeo. I mean, it's disadvantage, but a 15 won't hit. Imagine.
Nope.
10.
I love heavy armor.
Okay, so that's it for both of those. We now have Matthias.
All right. So this thing turned around and faced me, right? Was this the one that I had marked?
The green one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the green one.
Okay, but the one that turned to face me and fight me.
This one here?
Yeah. That wasn't the one that I had marked with Vow of Enmity.
No, that was the green one, I believe.
Yeah. So I will have to divert my attention from the one I was going to fight to this one. I'll reach out my hand and a static of electricity will discharge. I will try and hit you with a touch attack.
This is going towards the...
The one that turned to face
Okay.
me, yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
16 definitely hits.
All right. You're going to take 3 points of lightning damage, and you will lose whatever reactions you had until the end of my next turn.
Okay, 3 lightning damage.
Yep. Counts as magic.
Okay, you notice that your lightning damage also does not seem to generate as much effect as it typically does.
Okay. Noted.
Okay, anything else for you?
No, I am not using a bonus action right now.
All right. General Blood.
All right, I'm hacking away at the same one. Determined to knock him down. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Hits. We shall do 9 base damage and a superiority die of 5 for a total of 14 damage. Using that same trip attack maneuver.
Okay, 42 with another superiority die.
And that's all I've got the ability to do in this round.
Okay, Garzak, we're back to you. As you now have one of these creatures directly in front of you, and then the other one in front of the general.
Let's see here. They all look the same to me.
You'd be able to fairly easily tell, that the two that are closest to you are like much bigger and like darker shadow and are just moving a bit more intently and just with more of a presence, where the one furthest away from you just has a less formidable form and is a bit smaller.
Okay. What kind of an action would it be to switch up some of my gear mid-combat?
Depends on what you want to do. I mean, you can drop something for free, you could draw something for free, you could pull something out of your backpack for free, but beyond that, you'd be getting into action.
Okay. I'm going to take out my shield, and so I want to switch up my weapon to be my battle axe, and then I'll also take out my shield. So I'll use my free for one of those, and then an action for the other. Let's see here. And
so yeah, I'd let you pull out your shield and like drop your glaive this round, but drawing your other weapon and attacking would have to wait until next round.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I'll do that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Galeo.
All right, I'm gonna draw my longsword. And which one is the one that the general has been attacking and the one that is obviously weaker? Are they both within range of me?
Yes. Yeah, they're both right beside you.
All right. I'm going to attack the one that the general has been attacking.
Okay. An 11 is not enough, and you go to swipe. It definitely dodges out of the way.
This disadvantage is killing me. That's why I wasn't attacking before, but nothing else is working either, so I mean, that's it. I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay, Damien.
I am going to start off with a Hexblade's Curse on the green one.
Okay.
I'll follow that up with a classic Eldritch Blast.
Does the curse have any visual effect? Mark on their forehead, anything like that?
It is kind of like a sticky note that just says "watch out" on it.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, critical hit, so go ahead and
2d10
roll.
force damage.
Nice. All right, 17 magical force damage.
And +2 from the Hexblade's Curse.
Damn.
So 19. And then if I can, could I get a 360 on that green guy to see if I want to push him around or not?
Sure. There's space in front of him. The red, I guess you can't really see it. The red dot that's here, the crystal, that's like a skeletal remains.
I'll hold off on pushing him right into Lieutenant. I think he's got enough going on.
Okay. That's it for Damien. Yeah, I'm just actually going to make the save for the frightened wraith. That's a wisdom save.
Yes.
Oops, sorry, wrong die. Doesn't count.
It doesn't count. And not just because it was a 4.
Just because I say it doesn't count. 14.
That makes it.
Okay.
Well, I got the frightened for a couple rounds at least.
Okay, it's now this other creature's turn. It is going to reach out towards Lieutenant Matthias. 5. That,
You can't touch them.
that is the end of this round. Okay, top of the round.
Round 5.
1, 2, 3 is going for Garzak. 4, 5, 6 going for the general. So 5 for the general. Total on that one is a 10 to hit.
10 to hit is a miss.
Okay, and the next one between Galeo and Matthias, it rolls a 3, so it's going for Galeo. It's a complete and total miss. Okay, the creature seems extremely frustrated attacking Galeo, and its attention is shifting to other people. So that is the end of their go. It is now Matthias's turn.
All right.
And this is round 5.
All right. Well, fine. This is the last round. I will turn to this.
Actually, in case it matters, so it's round 5 since we started. It's only round 3 of the combat.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
Interesting.
important for me. Okay. Then at that point, I will. I need both of the brown one and the green one. You're both within 5 feet of me.
Yep.
To both of you make a wisdom save. DC or Constitution save, DC 13.
Okay. Con save?
Con save.
Okay, so the green one gets a 20.
Oof.
And then the other one, a 14.
Both of you save. Alright. I will use my bonus action because you guys are really starting to annoy me. And I will turn to the green one, the one that I had marked with Vow of Enmity. And I will, what is that? That is verbal. Guilty. And a angelic rune will appear on your head. You will be hunter's marked. Well, what would be your head?
Okay.
An angelic rune starts glowing in your upper section.
Okay, anything else for Matthias?
That's it.
General.
All right, back into the hack and slash. Attack again. An 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Ooh.
We're doing 7 base damage with an additional 4 of superiority die.
So 11 total.
Yep. Slashing.
So you've noticed over the past couple of impacts, General Blood, that the form of this creature almost seems to be fading out of existence. It's starting to lose its integrity, although it's still very much a threat. Anything else for you?
That's all I can do.
Garzak.
All right, Garzak's going to draw his axe. And wielding that in his shield made out of a giant turtle shell, he's going to whack the one that turned and attacked him, like the newest one.
You're going to attack which one, sorry?
The bigger one that turned around and went for me.
Okay, yep. Blue one.
Blue one, yeah, that one. And hopefully that's a... Okay, let's go.
Yeah, nice. All right, critical hit for that one.
I was confused what the B meant. Not the best, but that'll do.
So 9 total slashing damage.
Yep.
Is that taking the crit into consideration?
What was that?
Is that taking the crit into the fact
Yeah.
I rolled pretty well.
Right.
So my house rule for crit damage, though, is you have to at least do half of the total possible damage on the dice. So you'd at least do instead of 5 plus 1, it would end up being 5 plus 3 for a total of 8, because that's half the damage you could do on your dice. So 8 plus 3 is 11.
Okay.
Anything else for Garzak?
I guess I'll use... This thing is taking physical damage, so yeah. As a bonus action, I'll do Hungry Jaws.
Hungry Jaws.
Yeah. So Garzak will scream and bite at this thing.
Whoa.
Probably miss, yeah. He'll snap at it like a croc.
Unfortunately, not enough to hit it. Kind of fades away from your jaws. You're staying put?
Yeah. I have a question about rule clarification. So, I only have 2 of those for long rest. I'm assuming by trying to use it, I use as 1.
Yeah.
Even if I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify that.
Unless it specifically says otherwise, that would be my assumption.
Yeah, it says if hits, it does normal damage from my regular body and then something else. But yeah. Okay. And that will be my turn.
Okay, Galeo.
I have another rules question. So when determining action points, does targeting yourself with healing count?
Yep.
And class abilities and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to target myself with Lay on Hands, expend 5 points to purge the thing that was giving me disadvantage.
All right. Noted.
Are you vomiting up any toxin or anything visibly?
I'd probably my hand would kind of shine this reddish gold color, and then this black ichor would just almost like I'm sweating, it would just kind of ooze out of my pores and then just
Okay.
All of a sudden, that's turning black.
You know what? I'm sorry he asked.
Okay, anything else for Galeo?
That's it. Kind of sucks because feel like I'm not doing anything in this battle, but I will continue to not do anything if I can't hit them. So.
Okay, Damien.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it at all. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the green one once again.
Go ahead and give me your attack roll. 13 is enough to hit.
6 plus 2 for a Hexblade's Curse.
Total of 8 force.
Force.
Okay. What is your...
And that will end my turn.
Okay, next up is the gray creature at the bottom. And it turns towards Matthias for a 13 to hit.
That is a miss.
That is the end of its turn. So we're now at the top of round 4 of the combat. So the blue one is going to attack Garzak. Actually, I'm going to attack Garzak. For a 15 to hit.
That will not hit.
And the green one is going to turn around. And 1, 2, or 3 is going to be at the general. 4, 5, or 6 at Matthias. It is a 1. It is going towards the general. Tries to grab onto you. A 7. The DM
nimbly dodge out of the way.
Rolling like crap. That ends their turn. We're back to Matthias.
All right. I will again reach out and this time I'm going to turn my attention back to the green one. I'm going to reach out and try and touch you. I'm going to make a spell attack.
17 hits.
17 hits, and you are marked. So you can take 1 lightning damage plus an additional D6, I believe. Yep, D6. So you can take 2 lightning damage, and you can lose whatever reaction you have.
Okay. So the green one takes 2 lightning damage. And loses an action?
Reaction.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that will be my turn.
General.
All right, hammer away. I will attack with my axe for a 25 to hit.
5 definitely hits.
Dealing 7 points of damage, and then I'm going to use my action surge to get another attack for 14 to hit.
That hits.
And 8 slashing damage.
Okay, this thing is barely present on this plane. It is fading fast. Anything else for the general?
That's all I got.
Okay. Garzak.
Right, I will attack the green one again with my.
So you're going for the blue one, right?
That's what I meant. Yeah, the one right in front of me. It's a 23 to
That
hit.
hits.
Max damage.
Yeah. 11 slashing damage. Any bonus action?
bonus action. I'm gonna say no for now. Yeah, no bonus action.
Galeo.
All right. No longer having disadvantage. I'm going to swing at the one the general's been attacking with my longsword.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Oh, come. That's still very
Yes,
low.
sir.
14 hits.
Hey. All right. Five. What is it? Slashing. Yeah, 5 slashing damage.
So, why don't you go ahead and describe to everyone what the first kill, I think, by a player character looks like, as this creature dissolves away in front of you.
I'm going to run my blade through all of that black ichor I just purged. And I'm just going to thrust it through right into like the center where its heart would be if it was alive, and just let it just infect it and just spread out.
And as it does, and all that ichor goes through the creature, it dissolves as its spiritual form ceases to exist on this plane.
And as a bonus action, I will switch my hunter's mark to the brown one because it died.
Okay, so I think you still have to wait to your turn to do it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But mentally noted.
And now, how many are in melee range?
Just the one.
Is it just the small one?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay. All right, then I'm just gonna hang out.
So that's it for Galeo. Damien.
I healed 5 HP from the Hexblade Curse target dying, just to keep that on the record. And then I will cast Eldritch Blast at this blue one near me.
That hits.
2 force damage, and I will push it 10 feet away from me.
Diagonally or like towards?
I would
It's a
guess
straight line.
It's a straight line away from me.
Well, it's kind of not. So I think you still have to pick, because you're one off from diagonal. So I would say you'd be able to push it towards Matthias or
if I could push it in between Lieutenant and Galeo, so they can get that sweet flanking.
Yep.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, so we're back to the creature. It's gonna roll. No, it's not. It's just gonna go for Matthias. Whoa, a 23 to hit.
Oh no.
I assume that hits.
I will spend a reaction. I will hold up my hand and cast Shield, raising my AC to 23.
To 23?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you raise up your shield, bringing your AC to 23, but you were still hit for 6 necrotic damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. I will spend a fate point to reroll that.
Okay, first fate sphere of the group being used by Matthias. Go ahead and re-roll that save.
That looks better.
That's the turnaround.
21.
The
Power of the Fate Sphere.
What was that? A natural 1 to a natural 20?
Yep.
Sir.
So as this thing grabbed a hold of you, you just felt like freezing cold as your skin started to like freeze and then rot underneath it. But you quickly shake your hand away, disrupting whatever ill intent the creature had upon you. We're now at the top of the 5th round and final round of combat. And with this blue...
How much damage did I take?
Just let me pull it back. I think it was like 6.
6, okay.
Yeah. So, seeing its ally grab onto the arm of Lieutenant Matthias, and also sensing some sort of protection being around Galeo, it is also going to attack Matthias for a dirty 20.
You will miss. That shield spell.
Yeah. Okay, it is your turn, Matthias.
I will spend my bonus action to switch the Hunter's Mark to the brown one that is currently touching me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will touch you.
Okay.
Again, casting Shocking Grasp.
Right, blue one or gray?
The one touching me. The one who did damage to me.
Okay. Con save?
Oh, no, it's Shocking Grasp.
Okay, 10. Right, 10 is...
But no, that is not advantage. No, I will miss.
General Blood.
All right, I can't quite see the board properly there. If I move away, and is there going to be any opportunity attacks on me?
There is nothing around you currently.
Fantastic. I would like to move to one of the chests, probably to my left, if I was facing the combat.
Okay, so there's the black one.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, that one. I'm gonna move to that chest and swing my axe at the lock to try and bust it open.
Okay, go ahead and give me your attack roll. With advantage, since it's a static object.
Ah, fantastic. Alright, so the best one is the 15.
15. Okay, so your battle axe comes down, you directly hit at the lock, and with a deafening clang, the metal on metal sound resonates throughout this small chamber. Satisfied with this powerful swing, you look down expecting to see the lock in pieces. You see no sign of damage whatsoever.
Cool. That's all I can do in this round.
Garzak.
Let me see here. Garzak will. Nah, he'll. So, Damien shot the one I was fighting and pushed it, right?
That's right.
All right, I will follow that path. So I'll step forward, and then let's see.
You want to get to melee range with your battle axe, or are you just moving one square foot?
Melee range, yeah. And then I'll attack it.
Okay. I'll say you have advantage since there's already 2 people flanking it.
Okay, well, the first roll.
22 hits.
Then I will Shoot. All right, and then as a bonus action, I'll snap at it again. And let's see if I can get a click on this. Nope. All right.
Nice.
So it hits for sure.
So Garzak runs up at this thing, whacks it with his axe, and then let's see, bites it in its ethereal form and rips, I'm guessing, some of the black shadow out of it, and then eats it.
Okay. Yeah, you start to chew it as it fades out of your mouth and out of existence.
I gain 2. Let's see. It deals normal damage, and I get 2 temporary hit points from that. And that's my turn.
Galeo.
All right. I'm going to turn to the one that's standing next to me, and I'm going to attack it with my longsword.
Yeah, an advantage because you're flanking.
Oh, good, because that sucked. Oh, that sucked more.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, you miss with that attack.
Yeah, that's it.
Damien.
I will turn to my right and try to cast Eldritch Blast at the chest. Trying the same thing that the general did.
Okay. As you turn to this chest, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Got a 22 to hit.
22 does hit. As your Eldritch Blast hits the front of this chest, you're dead on the lock. Unlike when the general had swung at it with its axe, the top of the chest is blown open, and inside you see the glittering of many coins and other objects within.
Yeah, writing on the wall be damned, blood or otherwise, I'm gonna run over there and start scooping some up as the last turn of combat.
Okay.
Well done.
Get the loot.
The path of greed can lead to wealth or ruin. Let's see if it's wealth or ruin.
I've been seeing treasure chests for the past 3.5 episodes. I just want to open one.
I'm just waiting for someone to say, now roll a Constitution saving throw. Or something awful like that. Or intelligence.
Just before we get to the end of combat, I'm going to do one more attack on Matthias.
Giving up.
A 7 to hit. So that ends combat.
I'm not even trying.
At this point, portals open beside all of you. As a reaction, you can step in, or you can choose to stay. Period.
Not ominous at all.
So going to the top of this round, and Damien, I have noted that you're searching for your action, so
Sure.
we will deal with that. Matthias, do you step through or do you stay?
Oh, I am out.
Okay. Matthias steps through. Blood.
Right, quick question. At the base of every chest is a corpse, is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Skeletal remains that are like kind of ritually wrapped.
Okay, so I can do an action of trying to search it for anything before I use my reaction to step into the portal, is that correct?
This is before the round, so I'm just saying as a reaction at the end of the last round, are you stepping through or are you staying until the next round?
I'll step out.
Okay. The general steps out. Garzak.
Let's see here. Question. So I dropped my glaive. If I step through, does that go with me or do I need to be holding it?
If you dropped it, it's on the ground.
All right. So, no, I'm not going yet. Is it my turn right now or is it just like my reaction?
No, this is just a reaction at the end of the turn because the 5 rounds have ended and so the game is ending and the portals have opened.
I'm going to go through the portal.
Okay, Garzak steps through the portal. Galeo.
Everyone else step through?
You can see that Damien's searching currently.
I'll hang out. I'll stay.
Okay. Staying. So Damien, you have your 1 round of searching, but now at the end of your searching, are you staying for another round?
Was I able to grab any with my bonus action?
No, with your
If not,
action.
that's fine. Then I will be staying to get the loot.
Okay, so you're staying for a second round of looting?
Oh, well, I used my action to cast Eldritch Blast last round.
Okay.
So,
Oh, right.
This
I
would
got
be his
you.
first
Okay,
round
okay,
of looting.
yeah, this would be my first
Yeah.
round of looting.
Okay.
So I'll stay to loot.
On the first round of looting.
My DM gave to me.
A necklace of fireballs? You shouldn't have.
A vorpal sword.
Okay.
It's what I always wanted.
Guys, we're just going to take a quick bio break here. I'm going to come back in 10 minutes. So it's 5:40 right now, my time. So, yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Honestly, thank God you said it. I was
Thank
pushing
you.
through.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
hold on by
I've been waiting to.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
So as the portals open up at the end of regulation time, 2 of our contestants have chosen to stay behind now that one of the chests has been opened. As the new round begins and Damien begins to loot through the chest, 2 more of these creatures emerge from the skeletal remains that were on the ground in front of each of the chest. The green one had already been destroyed. One of the blue ones was already here before, along with this gray, weaker creature. As the 2 have stayed behind, these 2 have now emerged. So at the top of the round, these 2 are going to flank Galeo.
Good evening, gents.
Will attack with advantage. So
Which is negated by the protection, so it's just a straight roll.
the straight roll is a 21,
Miss.
and then the second one, just a straight roll, is also a 21. So those 2 miss. This one is going to float over behind Damien
Understandably so.
and will attack him for an 18.
That is a miss.
That misses as well. So they have all acted. It is now Galeo's turn.
Are these chests bolted to the ground?
You're not sure. They don't appear to be.
I'm just going to pick up the chest next to me and jump through the portal.
Okay, give me an athletics
Entire
check.
chest.
Sure, give me an athletics check.
Well, now I feel like a fool.
I'm going
say?
to use a fate's. That was supposed to be disadvantage. I accidentally clicked advantage, so that's a natural 1. But I'm going to use a fate sphere to re-roll it.
Okay.
So I'm re-rolling the 1.
Okay.
How does that work? Because is it like a luck point where it turns into super advantage?
If you want to use 2 fate spheres, it becomes 1 for like advantage and 1 to re-roll the advantage.
Okay, so I'm going to re-roll that 1.
Using a fate sphere?
Yep, so that's a 20.
A 20. Okay. As you go to lift the chest, you find that it does not budge at all.
Used a fate sphere for that. If it would have worked, it would have been worth it, but...
It would have been amazing.
Shoot. I'm gonna run over to the chest that is already open.
Okay, so you're going to move away from the creatures?
Yes.
All right. So,
I'll take the opportunity attacks.
yep.
Is it still going to be at advantage? Because as I'm moving, they're no longer in a position of flanking.
But you are leaving the position of flanking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens in the position you were leaving.
Okay.
Okay,
So I'd leave one of their spaces first. So I'd leave this one first, and that would be flanking. But by the time the other one has the chance to
True.
attack me, it wouldn't be flanking anymore.
yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. So, first one...
One at flat, one at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is a 24 to hit.
Oh, that actually hits me.
Nice.
I mean, not nice, but
Yeah,
nice.
It's nice to see him actually get hit.
Okay, so as you go to step away, you feel a cold, like icy hand on your shoulder, and it kind of digs its nails in. That's 23 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 23. I have resistance, so does that bring it down to 11 damage?
It does, yeah.
Okay. And is this a magical effect? Because I have magic resistance.
I don't believe it is, no.
Okay. Oof. Not great.
Okay, so a 7. So with that, your hit point maximum is also reduced by 11.
Ow.
Okay.
Thank goodness for resistance.
Yeah. And then I guess is the other one going to attack me now at disadvantage?
Yep, just one sec here. So this one is just going to be a straight up roll. It's an 11 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then now this one, as you step away
Now
from...
I kind of want to... I want to do something a little weird.
Okay.
I'm not going to go for the loot. I want to jump through Damien's portal, not my own. And see what happens.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Exploratory.
So I hadn't stated where that was. So what I'm going to do is just roll a d8 to determine which square it is around him. I think that's fair, and I'll start from me. One will be... Yeah, that's right. So one will be on the far side of Damien from me. Work our way around. So it's a 7. So it's actually going to be right above the chest.
Okay. I have a 35-foot movement speed, so can I get to it?
Oh yeah. Yep, no problem.
All right. I'm going to jump through his portal and see what happens.
Okay, so as you move between the last two remaining creatures that you're in melee range with, they're still going to take an attack at you, which will just be a straight roll for each of them.
Would it be a disadvantage? Because they're not flanking anymore?
Those two are, if you can see.
Okay.
These two.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Don't hit me.
So, first roll, straight roll is a 13.
Miss.
And the next roll is a 17.
Miss.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
So, they miss. You continue running and dive through Damien's portal, which you sail all the way through, striking the wall.
Oh no!
And I need you to make an athletics check, please.
All right.
As you literally ram into the wall.
An 18. So you're able to,
Lesson
realizing that you're not being transported back to the Fate's Hand Tavern, you have the wherewithal to land on your feet, but you find yourself now standing to the side of the chest here.
Do I have any movement left? Even 5 feet? Because if I have enough movement, I'm going to go through my own portal.
You moved 30. Yeah, I'd say you can start to make your way back.
Oh, it did it. The portal didn't move with me. Oh no. Okay.
Oh no!
I thought it. I thought it
Oh
was.
no!
Wait, I thought the portal was supposed to remain behind you.
Yeah.
The portal
like
doesn't remain behind. Oh.
Yeah.
in
In
this
previous episodes.
in this room, it seems to not be doing that.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well then.
Nasty.
Oh
Making a
no!
note for that room. Oh crap.
All right. That's fun. That's it. I have nothing else I can do.
Okay, Damien,
Wow, yeah.
you are up.
Well, I'm gonna take an action to take 6 of these. I rolled for a loot die earlier, and I rolled a 6, so I will take 6 items out from this chest. Do you want to know what those are? Or can I just?
Yeah, can you message that to me right now?
I'll make a list of it. Is it fine if I loot the chest? I turn to Galeo and say, "Thanks for the info. I respect the test. I'm going to make a note of that," and then jump through my portal.
Yep.
And then I will message you those items.
I might have
That's
this
about to
guy
get
there.
real ugly. Oh wow.
Okay.
Shame.
So,
All right, gentlemen.
just gonna roll a d8 just to verify exactly where yours is. Okay, 1. So your portal is still like right here along this line between these two spaces.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So next up, it is the creature's turn. So the first one is going to float over to here. Attack with disadvantage. 8 misses. Next one. Float over. Also with disadvantage. A 19 to hit.
Miss.
And the next one, though, is going to come over. This time it will be advantage. So, straight roll. For a 19.
Miss.
And then now it is your turn.
Okay. Are they blocking my movement?
So you can still move this way or diagonally this way for now.
Okay. How far is that? That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So the shortest route to your portal would be 5, 10, 15, 20, essentially 20 feet of movement.
Okay, I could do that. And I'm sitting next to the chest still?
Yeah.
Well, when in Rome, I guess. I'm gonna get some loot if this can't have been worth nothing.
Okay.
I just sent you that message on the things that I took.
Okay, give me a perception check and a d6, please, Galeo. All right, so Galeo, in your haste, running by, you scoop down with both hands to grab as much as you can, and you're able to pull away 500 gold pieces.
All right, I'm all right with that.
Then you're continuing on the path.
Yep,
to your
I'm
portal?
just heading straight for the portal.
Okay. So the first attack, they're flanking, so it's a straight roll. Is an 11.
No.
Run that gauntlet.
And then here it'll be an attack at disadvantage from one of the creatures. An 18.
Miss.
Right. Then as you step through, they get one more attack. Oh, one of them already took an attack, sorry. At disadvantage, so that one misses you too. So you dive through the portal. Okay.
That was fun.
So everyone made it back in just fine. However, nobody died. And the timer did officially end before successfully passing all of it. It wasn't cleared out. You just killed one of the denizens of the room. So we'll have to, by the rules, go with the action point totals. As you all appear back in the portal, one after another, a couple of you delayed by a few seconds, you see the host, Theramgul, standing, waiting expectantly in the middle of the Fate's Hand Tavern, with his kind of hands clasped in front of him. Well, once again, you have shown me you are quite a lot more capable and resistant than expected. I must once again up the difficulty of my escape rooms, as they definitely don't seem like enough of a challenge. In fact, you managed to kill one of my denizens, which is most disappointing, and looted some of my treasure. Alas, that's what it's there for. However, I did not expect to lose some of it so early in the competition. But your victory comes at a cost, for you did not clear the entire area, nor were any of you killed. We must judge you here, my eyes of truth, on who performed most admirably. And as I am getting the tallies from the eyes of truth, I see a three-way tie for first place between Matthias, General Blood, and Galeo. However, the eyes have deemed that both Garzak and Damien have fallen short of their fellow contestants. And this means a punishment by execution. Is there anything that you would like to say, or is there anything that can save you from your death, Garzak?
So Garzak will step forward and say, "If you will allow it, for my life, take these fate spears, all of them. If not, my final words will be to the lieutenant." He'll glance over at Lieutenant Matthias, and with a grin he'll say, "The only laws here is strength." And he'll await the host's decision.
Okay, and then when you mentioned the fate spheres, what did you have in mind for that?
Basically just like, if like he's ready to accept it either way, but if like he just gives up all his fate spheres and that will buy him his life, he'd be willing to pay that price.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you.
Yeah.
Very interesting proposition, Garzak. You would tempt us with the use of all of your fate spheres for a chance to save your life. Which deity do you call out to in this time of need?
Two of them. Laxoria and Neela.
Okay, well, go ahead and give me a D100.
$74.
Okay, another one.
27.
And another one.
31.
3 more.
Okay. 88.
Okay, 2 more.
30. And then 33.
You see Theramgul kind of look up. I am sorry, Garzak. I do not believe you have gotten the attention of either of your deities. Thank you very much for your time here. We look forward to figuring out what to do with your soul. And he snaps his finger, and Garzak combusts into a pile of ash. Damien, do you know of anything by the rules here in Crucible of Fate, or of any reason why you should not be killed tonight?
I do not. And as Damien says this, he's going to throw his 6 fate spheres on the ground to roll 2 social rolls for each of the 3 alive contestants.
Okay.
So 2 on Lieutenant, 2 on the General, and 2 on Galeo.
Okay.
All of these are going to be persuasion rolls,
Okay.
contested by insight or wisdom, insight skill check, wisdom, or charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
So I will roll 2 for the Lieutenant first. The first one to beat is a 22.
That's insight, right?
Insight or a wisdom or charisma saving throw.
I'll do the charisma saving throw. No, I'll fail.
Okay. Then I'll move on to the General.
Yep.
Okay, is that 1 roll or 2?
I have, well, the first one is an 8 to beat.
Alright, and insight?
Or charisma, yeah.
4.
Okay.
And Galeo, yours to beat is a 9 for starters.
I think I know where you're going with this, and if it's true, I dig it.
I'm gonna use a 4th one on Galeo, 8 to beat.
Oh, I think I know too.
5th one, 9 to beat.
Barely.
And my last fate sphere is an 18 to beat.
Ooh.
So 3 successful
With a
persuasion
natural 1.
social rolls, 1 on each. I can't wait to see where this is going. Remy?
Don't forget who stole your life. And don't join them. Fight for yourself and fight to get back home. And Damien drops to his knees and accepts his punishment.
Give me your book. I'll make sure it gets to your daughter.
Damien sets aside all of his items on the ground very neatly and waits for what's to come.
Do you have, like, nothing of value? So I'm not looking for something of value, just a token that I could keep to remember you by?
I pretty much just have my notebook and maybe my warhammer. That was my packed weapon.
Can I just get, like, a strip of cloth that I could wrap and tie around one of my horns?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and I'm gonna say give me a D100.
Sure.
Please, Remy.
Seven.
Okay. All right. This is all very touching. I'm glad to see how close you've all become. With me bringing you together here, it's nice to see the bonds that form. But I'm afraid we're going to have to say goodbye to you, Damien Lancaster. And with that, he raises his hands, snaps his fingers, and Damien Lancaster also bursts into a pile of ash.
Our blood gives a salute to the fallen.
I will join.
As will I.
With that, with 2 people being summarily executed by Thermghoul and the Eyes of Truth, this brings episode 4 to an end. I would like to congratulate our winners of episode 4, General Bloodblood, Lieutenant Matthias Crow, and Galeo. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care. Goodbye.